Jaecoo is not a name most buyers know yet, and that is exactly why this car matters. Chery, China's largest car exporter, is using the Jaecoo brand to enter the European premium SUV space at a price point that makes the established competition uncomfortable. The 7, shown here in white at a Romanian dealer event, starts at around €29,990 for the all-wheel drive model, roughly $34,800. That figure gets you a turbocharged, leather-lined, all-wheel drive SUV with a 7-year warranty. The segment has not had to deal with this kind of value proposition before. From the outside, the Jaecoo 7 does not look like a $35,000 SUV. It looks like something closer to $50,000. The vertical grille with its dark chrome bars, the high-set LED daytime running lights, and the squared-off shoulder line give it a presence that is closer to a Range Rover Evoque than anything in its actual price bracket. The proportions are deliberately upright and boxy, which helps with interior space but also gives the car a sense of purpose that rounder crossovers in this segment simply do not have. Around the back, the full-width LED light bar and the AWD badge complete the look. The 19-inch two-tone alloy wheels are standard on this trim. Inside, the first impression is one of quiet competence. The dashboard is dominated by a 14.8-inch portrait touchscreen that handles navigation, climate, and vehicle settings. Build quality on the upper surfaces is better than you would expect at this price. The leather seats, the blue ambient lighting that runs across the dashboard and into the doors, and the chunked metal door handles all contribute to a cabin that feels a class above where the badge sits. The steering wheel is thick and well-shaped, with physical buttons for the most used controls. Below the screen, a rotary dial and a traditional gear selector keep things familiar. If breakdowns like this help you decide, subscribe so you catch the next one. In the rear, the seat cushion is long enough for taller passengers, and the legroom is generous for the segment. Rear passengers get their own USB charging ports and rear air vents, which is not always a given at this price. A weekend away with 2 large suitcases and a pushchair is the kind of test that separates useful boot space from numbers on a spec sheet. The Jaecoo 7 offers 17.7 cubic feet behind the rear seats, expanding to 44.7 with them folded. That is competitive with the Kia Sportage and slightly behind the Volkswagen Tiguan. The boot floor is flat, the load lip is low, and a retractable cargo cover keeps things hidden. The 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder feels adequate rather than exciting. 145 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque are sent to all 4 wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. The car weighs 3,768 pounds, and you feel that mass when asking for anything urgent. 0 to 62 takes 11.8 seconds, and the top speed is limited to 112 miles per hour. None of those figures are impressive on paper, but the powertrain is smooth enough in normal driving, and the fuel economy sits around 29 miles per gallon, which is reasonable for an all-wheel drive SUV of this size. The ride quality is where the Jaecoo 7 shows its youth as a brand. The suspension can feel unsettled over rougher surfaces, and sharp road imperfections send a noticeable thud through the cabin. In most other areas, the car feels like it costs more than it does, but the damping reminds you that the engineering is still catching up to the ambition. The 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty does take some of the risk out of early adoption, and it is worth noting that Jaecoo has already sold over 33,000 cars in the UK since arriving in early 2025. For a brand that most people cannot pronounce yet, the Jaecoo 7 makes a surprisingly strong case. The combination of genuine all-wheel drive, a well-finished interior, and a price that undercuts the Hyundai Tucson and the Kia Sportage gives it a clear reason to exist. The ride quality needs work, and the powertrain is not going to win any drag races. But as a daily driver that looks more expensive than it is and comes with a warranty longer than most car loans, this is one of the more interesting new entries in the compact SUV space right now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.